Where is Audrey Hepburn buried? Have you ever wondered where one of the most beloved actresses of all time rests? Audrey Hepburn, known for her elegance and humanitarian work, is buried in a serene spot. She is laid to rest in the Cimetière de Tolochenaz, a quaint cemetery located in the village of Tolochenaz, Switzerland. This peaceful place was her home for 3 decades, where she lived in a charming house called La Paisible until her passing in 1993. The cemetery itself is not far from a football field, and her grave is nestled within its tranquil grounds. If you ever visit, you will find that the area is quiet and reflective, a fitting tribute to her life. Her funeral service took place at the nearby Reformed church, known as the Temple de Tolochenaz. However, it is worth noting that this church is usually closed to visitors unless local arrangements are made. Now, while her final resting place is in Switzerland, Audrey Hepburn's early life connects her to the Benelux region. She spent part of her childhood in the Netherlands during World War II, which greatly influenced her outlook on life. The experiences she faced during the Dutch famine of 1944 to 1945 shaped her commitment to humanitarian causes later in life. For many in Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg, her connection to the Benelux region adds depth to her legacy. This background is particularly relevant when discussing her later work as a UNICEF ambassador, where she demonstrated values of resilience and compassion. Visitors from the Benelux region often plan trips to Tolochenaz, combining their journey with nearby Swiss attractions. The village itself remains a quiet homage to her life and legacy. It is interesting to see the contrast between her global fame and the simplicity of her burial site. This reflects her preference for privacy and peace, which she cherished throughout her life. When you think of Tolochenaz, picture the layout of the village. Her grave is close to La Paisible, allowing for a visual connection between her home and her final resting place. While her burial site may not be directly tied to the Benelux region, her formative years there play a significant role in understanding her character and contributions. So, if you ever find yourself in Switzerland, visiting Audrey Hepburn's grave in Tolochenaz offers a moment to reflect on the life of a remarkable woman whose early experiences in the Benelux region shaped her into an icon of grace and compassion.